you're not the NFL, keep on scrolling. You know, I've put up with a lot from the NFL. I put up with the whole kneeling. You lost me there for a little bit. You lost me on BLM thing with everyone knelt for, Floyd in the back of the infield, all that stuff, with not honoring Charlie Kirk. Can we not just get some good halftime show? Can we not just get a country halftime show? Bad Bunny?
Pero what do you have against Bad Bunny? In case you haven't heard, he is the world, not just here in the U.S.
Hey, did you guys hear Bad Bunny is doing the NFL halftime show? Can't wait to see ICE arrest him on stage live at the halftime show. Gonna be the best halftime show ever.
So I guess we're not watching the Super Bowl this year because why would they choose Bad Bunny to be performing in Spanish? Who is we? Who is we? Baby, because me?
Oh, well, I guess we're not watching the Super Bowl this year because who is Bad Bunny and why is he going to perform in Spanish, baby? Who is we? My foto de cuando te tuve, de mirarte más beso y abrazo las veces que pude.
Listen here, you red hat, radical, racist, xenophobic, rambunctious raccoons. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. I know you red states is last in education on every single measure. I know you can't read past the 3rd grade reading level.
MAGAs are mad. Big mad. Because the performer of the next year Super Bowl halftime show is...
Yeah, you got it. Right here. Bad Bunny.
I don't know him. I also just came across him. But I listened to some of his songs. And he has the rhythm. One thing you will learn about Africans, if the rhythm is there, I'm gonna vibe. I'm coming. Do you know how many musicians we listen to here? That are not from here? Give me the rhythm, come on now. But the MAGAs can't take it. It is so unsettling. Oh my God, these people are so hateful. These people are not adaptive at all. You're going to watch a lot of them crashing out. And Black Americans, because they are like, oh, we are not going to watch this and all of that. And Black Americans are like, who is we? Who is we? A lot of them are already taking, Spanish classes and lessons to make sure they can enjoy this. So if you want to be miserable alone, okay? Not us. Because the man doesn't have any English song. Who cares about English? Yeah? I mean, you're saying he's not American. Even when Kendrick came last at the other halftime show, you had something to say. Just admit that you're miserable. Let's look at some of the reactions from other people. Enjoy. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
If you're not the NFL, keep on scrolling. You know, I've put up with a lot from the NFL. I put up with the whole kneeling. You lost me there for a little bit. You lost me on BLM thing with everyone knelt for, Floyd in the back of the infield, all that stuff, with not honoring Charlie Kirk. Can we not just get some good halftime show? Can we not just get a country halftime show? Bad Bunny?
Pero what do you have against Bad Bunny? In case you haven't heard, he is the world, not just here in the U.S., not just here in little U.S. He is the most popular artist in the entire world, Earth. Yeah, he is. Country singer? You want a country singer? The NFL read the room. Considering that Bad Bunny is he dominates in the music industry worldwide. Over 1 billion streams on Spotify. He has sold the equivalent of 100 million albums. A record only held by Julio Iglesias. Un Verano Sin Ti, that was his album in 2022, was the most streamed album in the entire world. And I know you're struggling with the fact that you don't speak Spanish, so how dare the NFL brings an all Spanish-speaking performer. But did you know that over 51% of his listeners don't even speak Spanish? No. There's a word for this. There's a word for diversity. That's what it is. It's diversity. You need to look that up because we should all embrace it.
Que sasa manarito, e papi, e mama, e mi hijo nandravito, pe cara, e saso. E barra barra carraquito, hey, asana rapata ravito.
This will be the worst Super Bowl halftime show you have ever watched in your entire life. 2025 Super Bowl halftime show will be performed none other than Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. It's Bad Bunny, it's not pronounced Bad Bunny. You want to insult a 3 Grammy Award winner by not pronouncing his name? It's nothing new from you guys, is it? After all, you had a hard time pronouncing Kamala Harris's name. So I'm not surprised that you would choose to mispronounce Benito's name. So now, MAGA can't say that Benito is not good enough for the NFL, but now they're saying he's evil. He's going to be performing some satanic acts. Of course you would come up with this. Why not? You have nothing else. You're mad at the fact that, yes, it's going to send a political message, and also, yes, he doesn't like your Lord and Savior. He goes against everything this administration stands for. And why wouldn't he? He's a Latino. See, only the coward Latinos, especially those who voted for this administration, would choose to support an administration that goes after our own community. But Benito is against all of that because he feels the pain that all Latinos are feeling right now while they're being chased like dogs and put in cages while they stake out in front of their homes at 4 o'clock in the morning and break into a home and separate children from their parents. And I find it very interesting that one picture you chose is the one where he's wearing a pink dress. So you chose a picture that he's wearing a pink dress and you chose to mispronounce his name. Got it.
Listen here, you red hat, radical, racist, xenophobic, rambunctious raccoons. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory. I know you red states is last in education on every single measure. I know you can't read past the 3rd grade reading level. But Puerto Rico, where Bad Bunny was born, is an American territory. America. Puerto Rico is an American territory. What are y'all not getting? I know it's not really clicking too much, but to have one of the biggest global stars in the world perform at the NFL, the only sport that America is known for creating and having a global impact, is good for our economy. America don't offer nothing but entertainment anyway. What don't you get? I seen this video of this woman who said, y'all radical racists are so racist that you're making America boring again. Your hat should say, make America boring again. Y'all hate everything that's fun. Music, culture, food. You can have a shopping center with Puerto Rican food, Mexican food, Brazilian food, Portuguese food, German food, African food, West African, East African, South African food, all in one block. And you all would have a heart attack because it's just too much culture. How are you so racist that you want to take away the fun, suck the life out of everything good that we get in this goddamn country? Is Bad Bunny, goddammit!
Oh, well, I guess we're not watching the Super Bowl this year because who is Bad Bunny and why is he going to perform in Spanish, baby? Who is we? Foto de cuando te tuve, de mírate más beso y abrazo las veces que pude. Ojalá que los míos nunca se muden. Y si me embaracho, pues que me ayuden. Who is we? Baby, I'll be seated, okay?
And my only hope, Bad Bunny, don't you speak not a lick. I don't want to hear other words. English, you hear me? Spanish. I don't know. Don't get it confused. I know days of the week. I know the colors. Shout out to Azul, Rojo. But like, I want Spanish only. Spanish only. Call Mark Anthony and I'm up. I want only Spanish. I want to piss them off to the point of no return. Just keep talking. All the hyping up. Come on, get out your seats. I want that in Spanish. I want everything in Spanish.
There's something beautifully poetic about Bad Bunny being selected to be the halftime show performer for the upcoming Super Bowl. In this era, in this day and age, a Spanish-speaking artist performing at halftime of the Super Bowl with this president and this political climate is incredible. I love everything that it represents. And before people get on and they're like, oh, no one's going to want to watch this. And oh, it's just a DEI show. Bad Bunny is literally the biggest artist in the world. The world, Craig, not the United States of America. Because that's the other thing, is that the Super Bowl is actually one of the biggest events that happens in the world. And the fact that it's Bad Bunny, it couldn't have been anybody else, in my opinion. It's not just that there are some racists who are going to be upset today. It is the poetry of the juxtaposition between the Trump administration, their active anti-immigrant rhetoric, the fact that they pushed the Supreme Court to allow ICE, their private Gestapo police, to be able to racially profile people based solely on speaking Spanish, as they violate the rights of citizens and non-citizens alike. The juxtaposition of that and what will be on display for the entire world about what represents us artistically and culturally is a Spanish-speaking artist who is the biggest artist in the world. Good job, Rock Nation. A lot of folks have a lot of things to say about Rock Nation for whatever reason, but I will say this. The choices between Bad Bunny this year and Kendrick last year as a way to not only speak to the biggest artists and the biggest moments in the world, but also allow them to create something that speaks against what is happening in this country, chef's kiss. 10 out of 10, absolutely recommend. So congratulations, Bad Bunny. I got some music to catch up on, and thanks for going to my TED Talk.
It was just announced that Bad Bunny is going to be this year's halftime show at the Super Bowl, and I have so many questions as to why.
I know, it's super exciting that he's going to headline the Super Bowl. What kind of questions do you got?
First of all, this individual doesn't even have any songs in English, so why would we have him be performing in America at one of the most popular events of the year?
Because Bad Bunny is American. He's from Puerto Rico. And I know this might be shocking to you, but not everyone in this country, or everyone that watches the NFL for that matter, speaks only English. Are you incapable of enjoying music unless it's in your own native language?
On top of the fact he's just vehemently anti-America, he hates our president, he advocates for the downfall of our civilization through the lack of enforcement in our laws just because it suits his narrative.
Bad Bunny is not anti-American. He is not against America. He is against what the current administration is doing, just like many of us are. Despite the narrative that Trump and you and all of MAGA like to push out there, being against the current administration does not mean you are anti-American. Just like you being against Biden and what he did not technically make you anti-American.
Please pay close attention to this.
All right, I'm paying attention.
Because the left's attacks are not always through violence, although of course there's been a huge uptick in that.
No, there hasn't.
But oftentimes it comes through a subversion of culture, and this is one of those prime examples. He was not selected by mistake. It was absolutely to make a political statement, especially if you look into who selects the halftime show. Well, it's Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's media company is involved in choosing the halftime show, but so is the NFL and multiple other groups. It's not just Jay-Z. And this is not political. This is financial. The NFL saw what happened when Taylor Swift became a part of the NFL. Women, little girls across the nation started caring about what was going on in the NFL, buying products, watching shows. That is what they were hoping to get. One of the largest musicians on the planet right now. They were trying to get more people to watch the NFL because despite what your American exceptionalism is telling you, the NFL has been losing viewership for years, and they are trying to increase the excitement around their game, specifically the Super Bowl. And they are hoping that Bad Bunny will do that. I, for one, am excited to see Bad Bunny during the halftime show. I think it'll be a very interesting show.
Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl has white people in a fucking tizzy. I've seen take after take of people insinuating that Bad Bunny is not American and that we need real Americans to perform at the Super Bowl. But if you had no problem with Coldplay, you had no problem with Paul McCartney, but you have a problem with Bad Bunny, that just means you're racist. They've even gone so far as to now claim Beyonce as country because they at least know Beyonce is American in their eyes.
I mean, there is Grammy Award-winning country star Beyonce. I doubt that would make anybody angry.
Excuse me, I'm fucking out of here right now.
For all you Latinos who voted in solidarity with the MAGA people, this is how they think of you. Never forget.
Hey, did you guys hear Bad Bunny is doing the NFL halftime show? Can't wait to see ICE arrest him on stage. Looks like the NFL set it up so we all get to watch it during the halftime show.
I'd love to see some good old American patriots out there performing on the stage.
It's nothing out here that has changed. If anything, it went from worse to worse, sir.
The majority of the conversations we have online with people are people uneducated as to the history of where they live and just don't understand things and concepts. Because for you to say that the NFL is setting up Bad Bunny to be arrested by ICE when Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican and Puerto Ricans are American just lets me know you don't know what you're talking about and you want him arrested because he's non-white and speaks Spanish. There are almost 50 million native Spanish speakers that live in America. 50 million. Bad Bunny is the #1 streamed artist in America every month. Bad Bunny is a global superstar. Not a single country star is a global star because country music is boring. We're happy with Coldplay, which was not an exciting show until he brought out Bruno Mars and Beyonce. But then you guys also had a problem with Kendrick Lamar because he's black. So what is it? You want an American or you just want someone white? Because Coldplay and Paul McCartney aren't American. Kendrick was, and you also hated him. But I digress. You guys are so hell-bent on living in an ignorant racist mindset that you can't even enjoy good music. Bad Bunny is a phenomenal performer. Do I speak Spanish? Moderately. Do I understand anything Bad Bunny says? No chance. Do my Mexican friends in California all understand Bad Bunny? No, because he speaks Spanish with Puerto Rican slang and slurs his words half the time and makes sounds. But guess what? The music hits. This will be one of the most entertaining halftime shows probably in the history of halftime shows because he's a phenomenal performer, which is why he's the #1 streamed artist in the world. You got a couple of months to learn, hop on your Duolingo, hop on that Como Estás, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Even if you gotta speak it in your country accent, get out there, go buy some tacos, get your mouth familiarized with some flavor and some Latin spice. You know? All right, Pam? All right, Kenny? Hop on that tractor and blast some Bad Bunny. Bye.
Bro, who picked Bad Bunny to perform at the Super Bowl? I'm not even gonna know what he's saying, bro. He gotta be trash.
Ey, Kitty me preguntó si tengo muchas novias.
Novia.
Muchas novias. Hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra, ey. Pero no hay boda, Titi.
Y'all really are trying to get Bad Bunny not to perform at the NFL. The Trump administration just made it clear that ICE will be at the Super Bowl. Are you fucking kidding me? And then he says it's so shameful that they pick somebody that hates America. Bad Bunny doesn't hate America. Bad Bunny is a part of America. Puerto Rico is a part of America. Bad Bunny canceled his goddamn tour dates because he was afraid of this exact thing. Let me make something very clear. Bad Bunny is known worldwide. We've already got football here in America locked down. Whether y'all like the halftime people or not, y'all gonna watch just to criticize. NFL is trying to get people worldwide to pay attention to football, and this is how you do it. Brazil is gonna be locked in. Mexico's gonna be locked in. Spain is gonna be locked in. And other countries that speak Spanish is going to be locked in at this Super Bowl. And now y'all wanna fuck it up by putting ICE agents on the ground. Who really hates America? I really hope the NFL does not cower down and back off of Bad Bunny because your ratings are going to go down completely. And this is just a scare tactic from the Trump administration. Don't fall for it.
I wish my husband quit watching NFL because they've just gone woke and I don't like them no more. You ought to see this Bad Bunny.
You know what's crazy? If it's not racism and your issue is that Bad Bunny is a Spanish-speaking artist, you know what's crazy? Didn't they teach us Spanish in school? We all should have just paid attention to Spanish classes, shouldn't we? Instead of skipping Spanish class to go smoke some joints, to go get some dome in the bathrooms, whatever the hell everybody was doing in high school, you should have paid attention to Spanish class, bookies. Maybe we wouldn't run into this problem. My wife is a black Puerto Rican woman. She teaches me Spanish. I'll be just fine when Bad Bunny performing at the Super Bowl in a few months. Yeah, I'll be just fine. You ever, what do they call it, Soretta Stone? Is that what they call it, Soretta Stone? Whatever them language learning joints. You got 6 months. Learn some damn Spanish. Learn some damn Spanish. One, to the idiots that's sitting here like, well, we speak English in America. There is no official language in America. There's so many different walks of life that speak so many damn languages in America. It's insane. That's why there's no official language in America. You got a problem with a Spanish-speaking artist, you know what I'm saying, performing at the Super Bowl, learn some damn Spanish. Or better yet, your ass should have sat here and learned that damn Spanish when you was kids. Pay attention in school, children. Don't drop out like I did.
Why are so many people surprised to find out black folks are supporting Bad Bunny for Super Bowl 60? Black folks and Puerto Ricans have been in lockstep forever, since civil rights movement, blues, jazz, hip hop, locking, breakdancing, because we know that they have Afro, Euro, and Taino ancestry. We know that they know that reggaeton is Jamaican dancehall set to Spanish. We know that they know that salsa has Afro roots, but would have died years ago without Puerto Ricans keeping it alive and carrying it on their shoulders. So even though Bad Bunny is representing Puerto Rico, he's not just representing Puerto Rico, he's representing all of us who has a good taste of music and like to party. I'm a salsero, and I can't remember the last time I heard salsa music ever at the Super Bowl, let alone reggaeton and merengue and all these wonderful forms of Afro-Latin music. I'm looking forward to this. So Bad Bunny, bring it, respect. And bring those Boricuas and those Morenas and let them swing it. Oh man, it's gonna be lit. Bad Bunny La Casa, baby.
So the MAGA crowd is losing its mind over the NFL's pick for its Super Bowl halftime show, Bad Bunny. Now let me be perfectly clear. Bad Bunny isn't just an artist. He is the biggest Latin superstar on the planet. But of course, MAGA doesn't see a global icon. They see an enemy. Why, you might ask? Because he called out Donald Trump for disrespecting Puerto Rico after Hurricane Maria. Because he endorsed Kamala Harris. Because he stood up against ICE raids that was tearing families apart. And now he's about to headline America's biggest stage, the Super Bowl. Instead of celebrating diversity, MAGA is crying, woke propaganda. They're mad he sings in Spanish. They're mad he bends gender norms. They're mad a Puerto Rican man has more influence over young people than their orange messiah. Bad Bunny's halftime show is bigger than football. It's culture, standing tall in the face of hate. It's America's future versus MAGA's past. So let me ask y'all this. Why does one artist's freedom of speech send Trump followers into meltdown mode? And what does it say about MAGA when a man in a skirt in a Spanish verse scares them more than poverty, climate change, or losing democracy itself?
Yo, people keep asking me why I, as a black American, am hyped to see Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. Well, let me explain. Because it's deeper than just liking his songs. Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican, right? But the heartbeat of his music, that's reggaeton rhythm. And that comes from Africa. Enslaved Africans brought the drums, call and response, and layered rhythms to the Caribbean. Those sounds blended with Spanish and indigenous styles, creating bomba, plena, salsa, and eventually reggaeton. That dembow beat you hear, straight from Jamaican dancehall. And dancehall itself, built on African pulse. And as a black American, that story feels real familiar. Hip-hop, R&B, jazz, blues, all born from African traditions that survived here. In fact, reggaeton wouldn't exist without hip-hop. The Bronx, African Americans, Afro-Latinos, together, DJs looping funk and soul records, rapping over beats, building a culture. That's the same energy fueling Bad Bunny's music today. I'm from DC, home of go-go. If you know go-go, you know it's percussion-heavy, non-stop groove, call and response with the crowd. And guess what? That's the same African tradition. It's all connected. Go-go in DC, hip-hop in New York, around the world, reggaeton in Puerto Rico, dancehall in Jamaica, different languages, same African root. So when I see Bad Bunny on the biggest stage in America, I see more than just a Latin artist blowing up. I see Africa's rhythm traveling across oceans, surviving centuries, and uniting Black Americans, Latinos, and the world. That's why I'm hyped. It's bigger than music. It's culture coming full circle. Estamos activos, la cultura sigue.
Hola, mi amigos y amigas. I'm just here to say that I will be watching Bad Bunny, bye. I will be watching the Super Bowl, and I will be enjoying every single thing he says. Now, I ain't gonna lie, mi español un poquito, so I'm probably gonna only understand every 3 words or so in every song. But that's neither here nor there. I'm here to talk about the fact that MAGA is in a complete meltdown. And I love this for them. Because you remember when they used to be talking about how the left was always so triggered and we were snowflakes? How the tables have turned. Because what I'm really finding hilarious is they don't know that Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, therefore Bad Bunny is a U.S. citizen. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that lady, Tommy Loren, whatever her name is, talking about she wished that they had picked somebody from America? Are you dumb or just stupid? I don't know. I just don't know. But anyway, what I do know is that I will be there in my living room. And I'm going to love every minute of it. Every minute of it. I'm going to dance. I'm going to shake my ass. I'm going to do a little twerk. I'm going to do a little turn. I'm going to do it all. Hello, way by. Hello. That's what I'm going to do. But again, all I'm saying is these people keep proving why he loves the poorly educated. And I just don't understand. Are they poorly educated because nobody explained that education would be important to them? Were they never got their ass beat for not doing their homework? Did they never get punishment for bringing home anything less than a B? Like, I don't understand. Like, I know if I didn't do my homework and get good grades in school, my mother beat my ass. I'm a Gen Xer. And that lady would whoop my ass. And then, listen, don't let her tell me she was going to wait until my daddy got home to do it. No. We didn't do that. So again, I don't understand how they don't know. And I mean, we're in an age where Google is literally free.
Anyway, adios.
What the hell is up with everybody acting like they never heard somebody sing Spanish before? What are you talking about? I think I've talked about this before. Back in the day, artists used to have to make songs in Spanish. Are you kidding me? Beyonce had Irreplaceable. There was a Spanish version. Ariana Grande's The Way has a Spanish version. We used to be united here. How do you think you know who Shakira is? We had Whitney and Enrique Iglesias. Quit acting brand new. Let Bad Bunny get up there and sing in Spanish. And if you don't know, I suggest you go pick up the new damn Apple AirPods that can translate. And while you're watching, I guess you should put them damn earphones in so you know what the hell he's saying. But I don't give a damn, because I'm going to be hearing salsaing, tangoing, and all that shit. Y'all need to grow up!
I'm just saying this is America and we speak English. So I don't understand why we can't have an English recording artist as our Super Bowl halftime show. You know what's really cool? The United States is actually the second largest Spanish speaking country in the world. That's right. We have the second highest number of Spanish speakers in the entire globe. Not to mention Puerto Rico is part of the United States, and Bad Bunny himself comes from where? Puerto Rico. And that means he's a U.S. citizen because Puerto Ricans have U.S. citizenship. Furthermore, did you know that approximately 41 million people in the United States are actually native Spanish speakers, and there are millions of more individuals who are bilingual between Spanish and English? So if we're being fair, there's a great number of individuals here in the United States who will understand what Bad Bunny sings and will appreciate what he performed. Furthermore, you don't actually have to understand the words that he's saying in order to appreciate what you were hearing. Oftentimes it's vibes and style more than just words themselves. Furthermore, the NFL is very obviously trying to broaden their appeal beyond the confines of the U.S. borders. Hence why they've been doing international games for the past seasons and trying to get audiences to plug in outside of the United States. And with that goal, it makes a lot of sense for them to pick an artist like Bad Bunny. Why? Well, there are actually 21 different countries around the world that have Spanish as an official language, if you count Puerto Rico and the African country of Equatorial Guinea. Also, did you know that Spanish has more native speakers than any other language on the earth except for Mandarin Chinese? That's right, it is the second most spoken mother tongue across the planet. Even more than English. Now, more people speak English than Spanish because of how many people learn English as a second or third or fourth language. But for native, culture-based language, Spanish is the second most spoken, which would mean that globally and in the United States itself, there would be a great amount of appeal for an artist like Bad Bunny to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. Now, I understand it's probably a little bit frustrating to you that you've never taken the time to learn a second language like so many other people on this planet do, but Bad Bunny speaks English and Spanish. He just chooses to perform in Spanish because that's his native language and the one that he's more comfortable speaking. And you know what? I'm a Spanish teacher. I learned Spanish as an adult and in college. I can't understand everything that Bad Bunny sings and says in his songs because, colloquialisms and slang. Plus, it's a lot harder to understand when somebody's singing as opposed to just speaking. But I totally get down with his songs because why? It's good art. It's good music. And even for the songs that aren't my personal favorites, I can understand that it's not all about me. And there are other people to consider when they are deciding who to pick. Hope that helps. Have a good one.
So probably more people will watch the Super Bowl this year because of Bad Bunny than any American artist that they could get.
Agreed.
And so I think it's absolutely genius on the part of the NFL.
I agree.
And honestly, it will create such a stir
Such
when
a
people
buzz.
turn it on
Yeah.
because he's going to do his thing and he's a great performer and all of that. But of course, there's going to be people at home, 60 and 70-year-old women and men from the South going, who's this guy?
Why? Don't he speak
Why?
English?
Don't he speak English?
No, quite literally, a lot of thumb-headed, red-faced, angry men with fish in their pictures had a lot to say about it on the interwebs, but they all just seemed stupid. I'm like, if you had agency. You don't have to watch the halftime show, as it were. You can turn it off during that time. That's A-okay.
Well, I guess I'm boycotting the NFL and the Super Bowl this year.
You mean the same NFL that you were just praising 20 minutes ago for giving a moment of silence to Charlie Kirk?
Well, that's because Charlie was a patriot.
He was a podcaster.
Watch your mouth. Now all you got, I'm sure you're happy that now all this Spanish is going to be spoken. You better learn to speak English real quick. I never heard him speak English, except for in Happy Gilmore 2, which was not good, by the way. It's getting too woke.
I thought you liked Happy Gilmore too because Travis Kelce was in it.
What's the point of him getting engaged to Taylor if she's not going to do the halftime show? I mean, I have my issues with her, but at least she's,
White. I mean, she's white.
American.
You do know that Puerto Rico is a part of the United States, right? Bad Bunny is an American citizen by birth.
Doesn't matter. That doesn't make him one of us. He's not representative of the NFL fans. He's anti-us. for goodness sakes, okay? He's anti-Trump. That means he's anti-America.
I'd actually argue that he's very patriotic.
Oh, I think this might be your first funny joke. Calling that man who's only speaking Spanish patriotic. Hello, we speak English around here, and good luck to the NFL, because I'm not watching that Spanish mumbo jumbo unless that man learns to speak English and throws up Kid Rock.
Let's be honest. When the fuck has country music ever had that type of clout where y'all think it makes sense that you're going to be upset because there's no country artists? Right? When the fuck they ever had that type of clout that you think it made sense that, oh yeah, we're going to choose a country artist over Bad Bunny, a global superstar? Like, you think that shit makes sense? Like, no. Like, y'all get kind of slow when it comes to y'all trying to hide y'all racism. Y'all get a little bit slow. And the crazy shit about it is they're not even naming the country songs, the people who made country in the past decade that was pulling in clout. Y'all naming random ass white people. Like the last time country even got clout in the last decade, it was always black artists making songs, and y'all always claim, well, it's not real hip hop. I mean, it's not real country. It's not real country. Well, y'all need to start making that type of fucking country, because y'all shit don't be selling for real. y'all shit don't be selling for real. It really the fuck don't. It don't be making them numbers for y'all to be complaining like that. Like, talk about something. Well, why they didn't bring random country artists? Like, at least name a white person we give a fuck about. Why are naming these random white people? Name people we give a fuck about. If you want a white person so bad, like they dead ass feel like, oh, country music is the music of white supremacy or something. I think that's what it is. Y'all think country music is the music of white people or some shit like that? Because why country out of all genres? Why country out of all fucking genres is that y'all upset about not being able to perform? Like, come on.
Like, come on. Nobody over the age of 18 cares or listens to Bad Bunny. Actually, truly sickening that the NFL is okay with this. They're okay with giving us this slop.
Man, shut your ass up. To sit here and say that nobody over the age of 18 listens to Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny has 77 million monthly listeners on Spotify. And I want people to understand something, that the Super Bowl is a global stage. Okay, it is a global stage. It's not just for Americans. It's a staple across the globe. I seen a content creator make funny that he's gonna have like this little village in Chile like looking at the Super Bowl for the first time, and it's funny because people don't understand the global market. Okay, people are so American that they don't understand that there are other countries, that there are other music markets that people invest in, that get you to the accolades that Bad Bunny has been to, right? He's a global staple, right? So to sit here and say that nobody wants to listen to Bad Bunny is dripped in white supremacy. It is ignoring his impact on the music industry, right? I've seen people talk about him as if he's not American. He's Puerto Rican. But the other conversation that I've seen around Bad Bunny is the language barrier, is him, most of his songs are in Spanish. That is not how we interpret music. I mean, I listen to reggaeton, I listen to reggae. One of my favorite songs of all time is still in my top 5. I don't care if you like it or not. It's Alors on Danse. I know I'm saying it wrong, but I think it's called Alors on Danse. And I was listening to this song in college. Okay, I was introduced to this song in college. All right. That's not how we look at music, is as like this language barrier. We listen to Hispanic music all the time. We listen to people that we do not know what the fuck they're saying most of the time. The only reason why you guys are this in tune with someone speaking Spanish is because of the times we are in right now in correlation with immigration. That's it. I know plenty of people who listen to music, including myself, who listen to music and don't know shit they're saying.
Why are they always upset? They have the presidency, the House, the Senate. They have ICE running around chasing anybody who's not white. When are they going to be satisfied? Now MAGA is mad that Bad Bunny is going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show and singing all his songs in Spanish, as he should. Right-wing influencers are complaining that Bad Bunny is a massive Trump hater and an anti-ICE activist. Who cares? Are only Trump supporters allowed to perform at NFL halftime shows? And this one is just really sad. They found a way to blame Obama. Because apparently Obama's friends with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z has a company called Rock Nation, and Rock Nation has a partnership with the NFL to produce halftime shows. So therefore, it's Obama's fault. These people are deeply unserious. I'm sure one of the reasons MAGA is so mad is because Bad Bunny endorsed Kamala Harris after Trump had a comedian at one of his rallies calling Puerto Rico a floating pile of garbage. And he's always using his music to bring attention to what's going on in the political world and speak out against ICE and that anti-immigration rhetoric. I'm super excited to see Bad Bunny's performance at the halftime show, and it makes it even better that MAGA's losing their heads about
about it.
Welcome back from the reactions. Who is taking Spanish classes right now to learn how to vibe? I actually want to give you an assignment to go and check him out, because from what is being said here, he's actually a phenomenal performer. He's number one. These people don't know what they are talking about. But MAGA, you cannot have everything. You're not entitled to everything. You had the MAGA president in 2024. Can't you be satisfied? Why don't you sit down and learn how to enjoy and celebrate other people's wins as well? Now you're talking about bringing ICE to arrest him? Are you crazy? He's American. But hey, I think that speaks a lot about you, because you even harass Americans. You say you're going against the worst of the criminals. The excitement that you have for this young man to be arrested, like out of the blue for not doing anything, says a lot about you. Yeah? But black people are like, who is we? Like, please exclude us, because we are going to enjoy. Why are these people so tied in their backwardness and in their, manner not to cope up and adapt to the world, right? Super Bowl and American football is not a big deal in the rest of the world. In fact, soccer might not be so huge maybe in America, but it is all around the world. So soccer is actually like a very famous game. Everywhere people watch it, including even in America. People like soccer. But this is literally a game that is supposed to be going all around the world. What America gives to the world, for the most case, is entertainment. The entertainment industry is going to die. That's why a lot of people are moving all of these big, huge corporations, entertainment corporations, to other countries. Americans have a tendency of hating even their own artists. Meanwhile, these people are to die for outside of America. You destroy yourself by doing this. You are so stuck in your English. Oh, he doesn't even have any English song. Instead of, finding out who is this person. A chance to actually explore. Do you know how many Amapiano songs we listen to here in Uganda? Yeah. Do you know how many Afrobeats? Do you know how many people from Zambia, people from Zimbabwe, people from all around the world, and including people from the US, from all around the world come, and they bring entertainment over here, and we listen to it, and we support it. You don't have to take things personal when it comes to entertainment. You're not the target audience. Oh, I said it. I'm sorry. Because you're too stuck in your hatefulness. You're not the target audience. These people are making money. This is a business. This is something that can actually make your country known. Yeah? Because of your inclusivity and how you give other people stage. Why do you always just want MAGA, MAGA, MAGA country music? That's so boring. That is so boring, especially considering that America is such a big country that has a lot of diversity in there. Yeah? Including Spanish speakers too. But the fact that these people, some of them don't even know that Puerto Rico is an American, territory, tells you all that you need to know. America is not a village. That's why people advise a lot of Americans to travel. Because there's that mindset that America is just everything all around. No. America makes just a little tiny thing. And the audience and the market is so small in America. You must target the global stage. That's why a lot of people, superstars that were American, were actually even avoiding to base their careers in America. Tina Turner, Michael Jackson, because of how hateful some Americans are. Yeah? And when these people pass, that's when they're like, oh my God, this person was this person. What is it with the hypocrisy? What is it with the hypocrisy? A lot of people, the stars that you have, even in your own country, or the people that would have added just a lot on you, economy-wise, right? They are going to literally be threatened. Even people that wanted to come and pay for tickets, now they are going to be afraid. You shoot yourself in the foot. You're in the position you are in because you are too hateful. Yeah? I guess a lot of these people are so allergic to spices. English, what is English? Give me the rhythm now. Don't be so boring. Do not stop being boring, MAGA. You can't help but expose yourself. You are so much against, Kendrick Lamar because he sang They Don't Like Us. Because of his performance, it was fantastic. Yeah, that was art. And now, Bad Bunny, I need to take some Spanish lessons. But I'm gonna have to say that while you are stuck in your old ways, in your hateful, racist ways, yeah, the world is going to move and leave you behind, and you will continue to be miserable. Miserable people are the worst people to live with, and they also die badly. Miserable people die a worst death. They die a worst death, like, come on, relax now. It's not that serious. These, whatever is going to be streamed all over the world, all over the globe, they are not looking for country music singers. This is, hey, come on. We know that indeed you are promised to have this country and they control everything. But when it comes to entertainment, unfortunately, even those that are white that are in this entertainment industry know better than you. So, and unfortunately, you can't control and dictate nothing. And even if you stop viewing and watching it, I promise you, it's not going to move anything. It's not going to take the impact is not even going to be felt. Now, all of a sudden, Beyonce is a country singer simply because this person is Hispanic, is Latino. You guys are so hateful. May God help you. May God release you. Take all those demonic, hateful spirits out of you because you need it. You need some deliverance. What do you guys have to say? I understand that probably some of you didn't even know who Bad Bunny is, but look at the bigger picture. Don't just look at just the NFL as, American football is big in America, but not everywhere else in the world. If these people are planning to extend this to a bigger global stage, don't you think as a business person, this would be a very beautiful strategy? And also, why would people be bringing, just things that are boring simply to cater for you? Who do you think you are? I'm talking about the MAGAs. Who do you think you are that everybody should be catering to you? Yeah? You're not entitled to that. This global stage is not your play stage where you get to dictate what and who and no, absolutely not. If it was like that, the world would be miserable like some of these MAGA people. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. I think from me for today, that's it. I do love all of you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Stay safe, blessed, and bye.